Let's light a 3D object in motion. We'll come down here underneath my head, I guess, and we'll type Earth or something like that. Hit enter, and it doesn't filter anything because we don't have a 3D object selected. Then we have an Earth file, which is a USDZ file. It's like a 3D object. Drop it in there, and it looks super flat, which isn't awesome. We're going to go to the inspector, and we're going to go to properties here, and we're just going to scale it up like that, and we can position it like so. But it's really flat, and the lighting's terrible, so let's go ahead and unclick our Earth, and then we can go to our inspector, or maybe Command J, which is probably the... I'd have to look up the shortcut for Command J again, but in motion, it's what we don't have anything selected. Command J brings up like properties for our 3D object environment. And then we'll just grab this, and you can see we can decrease how light it is. I'll just drop it to 0. Don't want any light because we want to create our own lighting. So that works. Go ahead and grab the Earth, which we can't see. And let's go to our... We hover over this. Add a filter. That's not the one we want. Add behavior is not the one we want. We're going to add an object, and we want to add a light. This is going to ask us to switch to 3D, so we'll say yes. And so far, we're not making a lot of progress. So we'll go over here, and we're going to go to our perspective, and then we can rotate around. And you can see I'm rotating around from these little controls up here in the top right, and you can see we have this round globe, and we have our light selected. And there's our light. So it's going along there, and we kind of get a preview of what it's going to look like when we drag it around. If we want, we can also go up here to view, and or to view here, and go like that. And then we can see kind of like our camera. This is the wrong camera. I want to go to active camera so we can kind of see what our lighting is going to actually look like. And then we can come over here to our perspective, our kind of 3D space, and maybe pull the light out here. Come back with the light selected. We go into the light right here under the inspector, and we can change the color a little bit. Maybe make it, I don't know, warm-ish, because maybe it's coming from the sun. Go to intensity, increase that a whole bunch, and you get to this 400, and it's not very good, so you just go drag up on it or type in a number here of like, I don't know, 1200, and it gets brighter. That yellow looks pretty bad though, so I think we'll go something like that. Anywho, inside of our light, we have the type of lights. We have a point light, we have a spotlight, we have a, I hit the color again, don't want to do that, point spot, directional, ambient light. None of those are very good. I think spotlight looks pretty good. Maybe we'll rotate it. Actually, maybe point light looked better. We'll just pull it away a little bit and pull it up. And there you go, we have Earth. Now if we want to add something else to it, we can just kind of deselect everything, go to our library, and we can type in moon, hit enter. We have another USDZ file, we can grab it, drop it right there, and I'm going to rotate around a little bit, kind of see what we're doing here. Also, if you don't want to rotate around, we can also go, let's go top, just look down out of that way. Can move this over here, maybe move it down a little bit. Maybe if I grab the right one, we'll go to perspective, and then I can grab that and move it down a little bit. While I have the moon selected, I go to properties, and we'll go to scale, and we'll scale it down a bit, and we'll move it just right there. I don't know if that looks cool or not, but there you go. You have this like couple of planets. We had a spaceship flying around, and we could do all that inside this 3D environment here. But If you want to start adding 3D objects and you're like, how do I get lighting to work? That's how you do it. Or so that's how I figured out. If you want to see more motion tutorials, go ahead and let me know. I'm going to try to play around with motion more and figure out how to use it to create more complex scenes and do some composites and cool stuff. Anywho, until next time, have a fantastic day.